A monarch of the UK for 70 years who has occupied the role with grace, dignity, intellect, a great sense of humor, and a constant sense of responsibility and purpose. Queen Elizabeth II, one of the most well-known monarchs in history, has lived a life that has been frequently the subject of press and public scrutiny. Queen Elizabeth has had a lengthy reign and has experienced everything. In this video, we will tell you things you don't know about the magnificent Queen Elizabeth II. Before passing away on September 8th of 2022, Queen Elizabeth lived a long and eventful life, reaching the age of 96. She was crowned at Westminster Abbey on June 2nd, 1953 at the age of 25. Many of the international leaders she met with had deceased for almost a century. Even though the Queen regularly featured in the tabloids of the British press, there was much more to her than what was shown there. She was legally exempt from several laws that regular people must obey and had a significant part in the governance of some of the most important organizations in the United Kingdom. She was also wealthy and influential. Elizabeth never attended school. Like many other royals of her time and before, never attended a public school and never interacted with other people. That doesn't mean she's uneducated. Instead, she studied at home with Margaret, her younger sister. Princess Elizabeth served as a truck driver and mechanic during World War II, before ascending to the throne from her father, making her the first female member of the royal family to serve in the military. Truck driving has typically been a blue-collar male occupation, but this is precisely the occupation Elizabeth was permitted to pursue during the war. On November 20th, 1947, Princess Elizabeth wed Philip Mountbatten.
Take thee, Elizabeth Alexandra Mary.
Take thee, Elizabeth Alexandra Mary.
To my wedded wife.
To my wedded wife.
A third cousin who had formerly held the titles of Prince of Greece and Denmark. Their nuptials were a somewhat low-key event, at least in comparison to the opulent union of Prince Charles and Lady Diana Spencer in July of 1981, which took place during the post-war recovery years. Elizabeth had to save up ration coupons to buy the fabric for her wedding gown, an ivory satin dress fashioned by Norman Hardell and adorned with 10,000 white pearls. The four children they had together were Charles, Prince of Wales, Anne, Princess Royal, Prince Andrew, Duke of York, and Prince Edward, Earl of Wessex. The realm of the Queen reaches the skies. She reportedly traveled more than 116 countries, more than any previous British monarch, although she didn't even carry a passport. All other members, however, hold passports, including the late Duke of Edinburgh and the Prince of Wales. She is the only individual in the United Kingdom who does not need a driver's license. The Queen's grand farewell was a global hit. Several hours after it was rumored that Queen Elizabeth II's health had deteriorated significantly, her death was revealed on September 8th of 2022. Almost all the important members of the Queen's family had hurried her to their side at Balmoral. Her burial was a carefully orchestrated event with the biggest security operation on British territory since World War II. With good reason, too. More than 4 billion people, or more than half of the world's population, were anticipated to watch. Leaders from throughout the world expressed their deep sadness at the Queen's demise.
Scotland loved, respected and admired her. And by all accounts, Her Majesty was really happier than when...
A large portion of Britain has also been covered in the mourning cloak. For example, an England-South Africa test match has been postponed. After all, Britain will see a change in the monarchy for the first time in over a century. More than that, they will miss her as the national icon of the country. On September 16th, of course, Britain hosted a lavish state burial for Elizabeth, and more than 90 global leaders were present. She was buried at Windsor Castle alongside her parents and her late husband, Prince Philip, who passed away in 2021, just 1 year short of being 100. The King George VI Memorial Chapel, a wing of St. George's Chapel on the grounds of the ancient castle, served as the last resting place for all four. The next day, Prince Charles was crowned King of the United Kingdom and Northern Ireland, following the line of succession. No one knew the exact reason for Queen's death, due to Elizabeth II's elderly age and the fact that Buckingham Palace did not disclose the cause of death. It was assumed that she had died naturally. Additionally, she hosted Liz Truss, the newly elected British Prime Minister, at Balmoral 2 days before her passing. The Queen was seen in the picture with Miss Truss with a cane in her left hand. Additionally, she had recovered from a February encounter with COVID-19, which she subsequently said left her worn out. Before she passed away, the Queen experienced mobility issues for a couple of months. She had postponed a number of public events, including the majority of those celebrating her Platinum Jubilee. She only briefly appeared at the balcony of Buckingham Palace to view a flyover of planes in her honor. The Queen has been frequently spotted using a cane since October of 2021. On the recommendation of her physicians, she also postponed a planned trip to Northern Ireland during that month and spent a night in the hospital. Over the years, people's affection and fascination for the royal family have only gotten stronger. The absence of her will undoubtedly be felt not just by those who now surround the British royal family and the monarchy, but also by the people who view them as the symbols of authority. That's the end. I hope you enjoyed the video. Then give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell button for more awesome videos, just like this one. What are your thoughts about the new kings and also the new roles of the other members of the royal family? We would love to hear your feedback. Feel free to mention anything that you know in the comments section. Thanks for watching.